Right then, petrol heads, let's talk about diesel. Not the fuel itself, but those curious contraptions fitted to modern diesel cars. Diesel particulate filters, or DPFs for those who like their acronyms. Essentially, they're like giant handkerchiefs stuck in the exhaust system, meant to catch all the nasty soot that diesel engines are famous for spewing out. They do a grand job of it too, trapping those harmful particles before they choke the life out of us all. Now these DPFs are all well and good when they're doing their job properly. But, like a clogged toilet, a full DPF can cause a real stink. They need to go through a process called regeneration to burn off the collected soot, which, let's be honest, sounds about as much fun as watching paint dry. The problem is, regeneration needs specific driving conditions to work effectively. Short trips in city driving don't get hot enough, leading to a clogged DPF, reduced performance, and a whole heap of trouble. And that, my friends, is where the debate about DPF deletion kicks in. Now some folks, particularly those who like their engines roaring like a tiger on payday, see the DPF as nothing more than a restrictive noose around the neck of their beloved diesel engine. And you know what? They're not entirely wrong. Removing the DPF can lead to a noticeable increase in horsepower and torque. It's like taking a deep breath after being stuck in a stuffy room. But it's not just about power. Removing the DPF can also improve fuel economy. That's because the engine doesn't have to work as hard to push exhaust gases through the filter. Less strain on the engine means less fuel consumed. You see, it's basic thermodynamics, really. And then there's the matter of cost. DPFs, like most things in life, don't last forever. They can clog up, requiring expensive repairs or even replacement. Removing the DPF eliminates these potential costs entirely, leaving more money in your pocket for, oh, I don't know, petrol? Now, before you rush out to rip that DPF out of your car, hold your horses for a moment. Like a dodgy curry, DPF delete comes with some unpleasant side effects. First and foremost, there's the environment to consider. Remember those nasty particles the DPF was trapping? Well, without the filter, they're free to pollute the air we breathe. Not exactly a recipe for healthy living, is it? Then there's the small matter of legality. In many countries, including our good old Blighty, tampering with emissions control systems like the DPF is strictly against the law. Get caught, and you could be facing a hefty fine, or even worse, having your beloved car impounded. And don't forget, removing the DPF might void your car's warranty. So if anything else goes wrong, you'll be left footing the bill. Suddenly, that initial cost saving doesn't seem so appealing, does it? So, there you have it. The DPF delete dilemma in all its smoky glory. On one hand, you've got the allure of improved performance, better fuel economy, and potential cost savings. On the other hand, you've got environmental concerns, legal ramifications, and potential warranty headaches. It's a classic case of short-term gain versus long-term pain. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to delete the DPF is a personal one. There's no right or wrong answer, just different shades of gray. But before you make up your mind, do your research, weigh the pros and cons carefully, and remember, we only have one planet. So, let's try not to choke it to death, shall we?